Welcome to today's Explainer. Look, today we are looking at something absolutely massive. We're breaking down how creators are completely bypassing expensive paywalls to build a 100% free AI creation pipeline. If you have been feeling the squeeze of rising subscription costs every single time you sit down to create, well, you are in the exact right place. We're going to completely rewrite the rules of how you build your content today.
$65, right? Just think about that. If you stack standard monthly subscriptions for platforms like 11 Labs for your voices at $22, Murph at $19, and Descript at $24, you are instantly bleeding roughly $65 a month before you even hit publish on a single piece of content. And for a lot of independent creators, that monthly drain is literally the barrier that stops them from even starting.
Okay, so let's really dive into this. Because what if I told you that the tools to build a highly profitable, fully automated creative empire are actually sitting right there for free? And no, I'm not talking about those cheap, watered-down trials. I'm talking about enterprise-grade text-to-speech, totally unrestrained voice cloning, and, most importantly for our focus today, the absolute freedom to make unlimited images for free.
So here is our game plan for today. 1. The AI subscription trap. 2. Make unlimited images free. 3. Studio voices at zero cost. 4. The local deployment loophole. And 5. Build a faceless empire. Let's get into it.
Starting with part 1, the AI subscription trap. We really need to address the massive elephant in the room here, which is this so-called democratization of AI that actually just trapped creators in a massive web of monthly fees.
The industry basically pulled a massive bait and switch on us. They offered these freemium traps that are strapped with strict character caps, really stingy image generation limits, and forced watermarks. True free tools, on the other hand, rely on open-source models running locally on your own hardware, unlimited bulk generation, and absolutely zero watermarks. Once you understand this distinction, you stop renting your tools and you actually start owning your entire pipeline.
Which brings us to part 2, and our main focus today: make unlimited images free. Because let's face it, visuals are the lifeblood of your content. From thumbnails to endless B-roll, if you're paying per image, you're choking your own creativity.
So your free visual toolkit is actually incredibly robust. AI Gen Max, it's an absolute powerhouse for volume. Their bulk AI image generator lets you crank out hundreds of images at once, 100% free. Then you've got Higgsfield, giving you access to the incredible GPT Image 2 model. You can generate up to 4 images at once in stunning 4K, and the AI actually uses reasoning, meaning it thinks through the prompt to prevent weird artifacts, like extra fingers or floating limbs. And definitely don't sleep on OakGen.ai. Their free tier grants you access to top-tier models like Nano Banana Pro and Flux 2 Pro. You can literally generate the entire visual storyboard for a 10-minute explainer without swiping a credit card once.
But here's the real kicker. You aren't just getting still images, you can bring them to life. Higgsfield actually allows you to take those 4K masterpieces you just generated and animate them into cinematic scenes using their Seedance 2.0 model. You are effectively getting a Hollywood-level pre-visualization and animation studio right in your browser. Being able to make unlimited images for free and then animate them seamlessly is an absolute cheat code for modern content creation.
Okay, part 3, studio voices at zero cost. Once you have your unlimited imagery ready to go, it's time to tackle the audio side of the equation and get you some studio-quality voices for absolute zero.
Now, for anyone out there who is still skeptical about AI narration, get this. A staggering 70% of educational and explainer channels on YouTube already use AI text-to-speech as their primary voice. The technology has evolved so wildly fast that modern neural networks, which are trained on thousands of hours of human speech, are often indistinguishable from professional voice actors. The audience doesn't care if it's AI, guys. They just care if the content is engaging and the voice is clear.
But not all free voices are the same, right? So let's categorize your options. First, you have perpetually free hosted tiers like OakGen and Google's Gemini TTS. Next, category 2. This is the holy grail for tech-savvy creators. These are fully open-source local models like Kokoro, Chatterbox, and F5 TTS. They cost nothing but your own compute power. Third, there are generous freemium platforms like Resemble AI, which actually offers voice cloning for free. But the real wild card in this space, that's ViralMint.
ViralMint is a total game changer. It's this free open-source desktop app that cleverly leverages Microsoft's Edge text-to-speech. We're talking the exact same high-end neural voices used in their flagship browser running directly on your local machine.
This gives you over 400 voices across 100 languages. And because it runs locally, you get 0 watermarks and 0 monthly character limits. You could generate a 100-hour audiobook if you really wanted to, and it wouldn't cost you a single cent. It even includes on-device voice cloning.
Moving to part 4, the local deployment loophole. Now, I know exactly what some of you are thinking. Okay, this open-source local stuff sounds amazing, but what if I don't have a massive $3,000 graphics card to run models like Fish Audio S2 Pro or Kokoro? Don't worry, this is where the local deployment loophole comes in.
Here's your highly actionable loophole using a service called RunPod. RunPod basically lets you rent cloud GPUs on demand. It's incredibly simple. You sign up, you deploy a pre-configured Docker template, which, by the way, is essentially just a pre-packaged software setup for the AI you want to run. You generate your speech or process your heavy tasks, and then you just simply stop the instance. Because billing is strictly pay per second, you halt the charges the exact moment you click stop.
And what does that actually cost? Well, by using this cloud workaround, generating an entire hour of studio-grade audio or running intensive open-source tasks can cost you as little as 20 cents. Literally 2 dimes? Compare that to $22 a month for a strict character limit. For Pocket Change, you essentially have a supercomputer at your fingertips, perfectly complementing your free AI images and scripts.
And finally, part 5, build a faceless empire. Let's bring it all together now. You have the tools to make unlimited images for free, and you have limitless studio-quality AI voices. It is time to apply these keys to automate a highly profitable faceless channel.
Choosing the right niche is absolutely critical here. Advertiser payouts or RPMs vary wildly depending on the topic you pick. Personal finance and investing commands an incredible $8 to $20 per 1,000 views. Tech and AI explainer channels are right behind that at $7 to $18. True crime and science are also massive, highly engaged, evergreen niches pulling $3 to $10. When you combine these high-paying topics with a clear, confident AI voice and visually stunning free AI images, you have a solid recipe for serious revenue. So, to actually execute this, you're going to follow this $0 pipeline. First, write TTS-friendly scripts. Use short sentences and deliberate punctuation, commas for short pauses, periods for full stops, to naturally direct the AI's pacing. Second, grab your audio and, crucially, your free SRT subtitle files from a platform like FreeTTS. Those SRT files, pure gold for YouTube SEO. Finally, layer that perfect audio over the unlimited 4K images you generated using AI Genemax and animated in Higgsfield. Boom, you've just created a high-retention video for exactly $0. The subscription gates have officially been bypassed. When your creative budget drops to absolute zero, what excuses do you really have left? You possess a complete professional production studio right on your laptop. The tools are ready and waiting. So what are you going to build today?